Talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. Too many times, too many times. He makes it feel like nobody else, nobody else. But he doesn't love me, so I tell myself, one, don't pick up the phone, you know he's only calling cause he's walking alone. Two, don't let him in, you have to kick him out again. Three, don't be his friend, you know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning. And if you're a man, you ain't getting over him. I got no rules, I count him.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, only one win in their last 6 games. They know they can play much better, looking to be more competitive tonight. And tonight, two teams that love to get in transition. Shaq, talk about successfully running the break.
Well, I'm not a guard, but I have led the break before. And what you need to do, you got to keep your eyes ahead, have to see the whole floor. You got to be willing to make that extra pass, Ernie.
Wow. You talk like a guard. You were like a point guard up there.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations, man. But don't force things. That's the other part. You know, just make the easy play. And if it's not there, slow it down. Set up your half-court offense. And then get it into the big guy if you have one.
But don't you want to get the crowd on its feet? Don't you want to make that play that gets the whole arena up?
Yes. You know what they used to call me, Ernie?
What's that?
Shaq Johnson.
Wow. Because he was like Magic, but he was Shaq.
I get it, Kenny.
Oh,
I get it.
Sometimes you don't.
Not that dense. Shaq and Johnson.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Boston Celtics come in for this one. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. Take a look at the Warriors, and they're one of the elite teams in first place in the Western Conference.
Kevin, I'll tell you what, they've actually been terrific on their home court, and they're starting another homestand here today.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge down on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Kyrie Irving is excited to leave Cleveland for a bigger role in Boston. He said, challenges are what makes us most human. Conquering fear of failure, showing people you're the best, and that you've prepared for this moment. Those are the things that interest me. Kevin?
Yeah, he's wired differently, D.A. Thank you. Well, tonight a battle between two very talented front courts, Doris. This could get pretty physical.
Well, this is a night, Kevin, to me, where the officials could dictate the level of physicality. They know that both teams have big, burly guys up front, that these guys like to engage physically. And so how is the game officiated, particularly at the start? That could set the tone for what could be a cage match.
Personally, do you like those kind of games, Doris?
I like a certain level of physicality, Kevin. I do think that we've cleaned up the perimeter game. I think officiating is such a nuanced deal that the best officials understand innately how something should be called.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Smart is out there with Kyrie Irving, and it's Tatum in at the 3 spot.
Klay Thompson, such a perfect fit on the Warriors. A versatile defender, can score playing off the ball, and just plays the game the right way.
One shot.
And is there any doubt Klay Thompson could go to another team and average 30 points a game as the main offensive weapon?
Yeah, but, he's not an attention seeker, and that's just not his personality. He knows it's more fun to play for a winner.
That one good for 2.
Well, the ability to score at all 3 levels makes Kyrie Irving a near impossible check. Good luck, fellas.
Here's Durant. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Here's Irving. That one rolling around and rims out. It's Durant with the drive, and Kevin Durant with the slam.
Well, you respect the jump shooting, so you close tight, and Kevin Durant gets off on the dribble drive.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Boston. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Tatum. First quarter, just over a minute played. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Good on the bucket.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Outside Tatum. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Durant with the steal.
Well, getting in the lane and making your presence known is crucial part of the defense for these guys.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
You're right. I mean, he's found his rhythm early. The defense has got to do a better job guarding him from this point on.
Irving against Curry. Irving double team. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Irving. 6 points for Jason Tatum.
Boy, the offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
Here's Durant. Misses off the right iron. The Celtics have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. 18 feet out. Draymond Green with the rebound.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
And Cousins gets it to go.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Curry against Irving. Here's Horford, and a dunk by Horford.
Woo-hoo, Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Warriors leading by 3. Here's Cousins, and Tatum pulls it down.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. And Durant comes to help. Tatum's shot is off. The Warriors have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. And Green gets it to go.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Celtics trail by 5. Irving kicks to Morris. Cousins pulls it in. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Goes up the baseline. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Durant gets it to go.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
Well, they seem to be taking control. There's no doubt about that. Quality shots on every possession with great execution.
Now, here is Irving. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Houston.
You know, he was also one of their key contributors on the glass. His effort was terrific.
That pushes it to double digits.
Timeout.
14 points for Kevin Durant.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Well, they were on the wrong side of a very close matchup last time they met, but what a great game. Here to check out Kevin Durant. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. 5th in blocks and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside.
I think one thing you think about when you talk about Steve Kerr is how much he has relished having an opportunity to coach an amazing collection of talent. He knows more perhaps than most that great players are required to be successful. That doesn't mean it's an easy job. You've got to manage expectations year after year.
Here's Irving. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. No good again that time.
His high percentage shot right at the rim, and he's wondering what happened.
And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And that one's good. Durant.
Well, the length of Kevin Durant on the defensive end, creating havoc and an opportunity for his guys.
Irving passes to Morris. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. You look at the Bucks. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, the Celtics. They're sitting in 5th place.
And, you know, for the Celtics, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but just give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Here's Irving. Following the score by Golden State. Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
I tell you, Al Horford, low post position leaves, no doubt.
Here's Cousins. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Irving kicks to Morris. And here's Tatum for 3. And the dunk by Horford.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Foul on Boston.
Well, let's remember that Draymond Green was drafted in the 2nd round, but that competitive fire runs deep, and he has memorized the names of the 34 players selected ahead of him. Talk about holding a grudge.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And despite all his success, Draymond continues to play with a chip on his shoulder.
Well, there remains, Kevin, a desire to prove his critics wrong, and it served as great fuel to keep this guy hungry and focused.
The Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
I don't think you can help but admire what Draymond Green brings to the floor on a night-by-night basis. This guy plays with a giant chip, and he wants his teammates to come with him.
Here's Irving. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. And the wide open shot from Morris.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Tatum passes to Brown. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Cousins has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Durant. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists now in this one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
You know, what you love about Kevin Durant is he has established himself as a top 2 player in the NBA. But the reality is he's never forgotten where he's come from. His charity work, his commitment to the communities and to the places that have shaped him, it's really kind of cool, Kevin.
Switch here. Iguodala's checked in. And then for Boston, Gordon Hayward comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Rozier in for Irving. In the corner, Tatum with it. Boston again missing. And in 2013, there was a series of commercials calling Durant the nicest guy in the NBA.
Well, let's remember, Kevin, at that time he was a beloved figure in Oklahoma City. He remains tight with a number of staff members there just because of the kind of person and the kind of professional he was. What you love about Kevin Durant is he's a top 2 player in the NBA. But in terms of his charity work, he is right there as well.
Now Curry. After Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul. Celtics making a switch here. Baines is checked in.
Celtics substitution. Aaron Baines.
Here's Cousins. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. 6 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Baseline J on the way, and it's good off the back rim and in. Green's got his second basket of the night. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the 76ers.
And on the road, their perimeter shooting really helped to kind of keep the crowd out of the game.
No, I completely agree. They completely took the crowd out of it. They were scorching hot from the perimeter all night long. Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Boston called for the foul.
Boy, I love watching Green take it all the way to the rack with his size and speed. He puts a ton of pressure on the defense to foul him.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Draymond Green obviously gives you a lot of things, Doris, but what really jumps out on the stat sheet are the assists he picks up.
I think Draymond Green would tell you that it's helpful to have terrific scorers around you, but what this young guy does have is incredible vision, an unselfish and focused mindset. Draymond Green is an asset to any organization.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Of course, I'm sure you look at these players, evaluate who could make a possible head coach out of the group I'm watching right now. And I'm sure there are a couple players that come to mind for you.
Well, I think when you just talk basketball intellect, one of the first guys that comes to mind is Rajon Rondo. I mean, his insatiable appetite to watch film, to have complete understanding not only of the sets of his own team, But Rajon Rondo, when he's on the defensive end of the floor, as soon as a play is called, he will repeat it and basically tell the teammates, hey, look for this action here. So Rajon Rondo comes to mind. Someone like Andre Iguodala, who also is someone Steve Kerr has referred to as maybe the smartest player he's ever been around. Now, so much more to coaching than just basketball intellect. You've got to be willing to deal with the egos and things. And do these players want to do that? Who knows?
Boston's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Inside, here's Tice. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
The first one falls. Well, the league is always looking for ways to adjust the rules, make them better. There's a committee that studies this every single year. And, you know, with that in mind, Doris, any rules you think they should alter or tweak?
Yeah, there's absolutely one, Kevin. And I think this goes to the point where perhaps we can have some more uniformity in the FIBA-ruled games that are played and the NBA. And there's one thing that's occurred in international play where players are becoming more athletic, and the opportunity for electric stuff to happen in transition is critical. To me, we have got to stop the intentional fouls, which are prohibiting fast breaks and all the potential for the explosive, exciting athleticism to be on display. So that, to me, is something we've got to address.
I'm with you. So it's Boston now. The Warriors making the shot.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And it falls over the rim and in. Curry's got his first basket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And the pass to Tice. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Boston, no good that time either. Here's Curry, and it's Golden State with another.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead. Well, and guys, that's what he wanted to avoid, a second foul before the end of the opening period.
The Celtics have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And the first one drops.
Well, Steve Kerr has talked about the emotional and spiritual fatigue that can set in for a Warriors team that has now played in 4 straight finals. And remember, Steve Kerr knows a thing or two about this from his years with the Chicago Bulls. They simply have to fight through it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Cousins. Urebko comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Well, Coach Steve Kerr looks to give his players breaks. Doris, getting away from the game, what he calls filling their cup.
Well, I think, Kevin, it's mentally taxing, battling 10 months a year over and over again. And Steve is emphasizing it's important to have time away from basketball to recharge a bit.
Here's Tice. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. Curry is inside. Rozier defending.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, and the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
Here's Rozier, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Curry with the defensive effort. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Iguodala with the bucket.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And, guys, it's working.
Oh, no doubt. I think they've controlled the paint. They've used their size and strength to get off any shot they want.
And now, in transition, here we go. Iguodala And he drops in the layup off the glass. Iguodala's got his second basket of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Rozier kicks to Tice. A shot by Hayward, wide open, and just miss after miss right now.
Boy, they're just giving him that shot. An easy opportunity for three just slips away.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, Andre Iguodala going to flex a little muscle on the drive. How good is he at absorbing contact and finishing at the rim?
Now, here's Rozier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the inside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Livingston. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's the Celtics with the ball. Down low, Brown. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Brown's got 5 now.
Oh, how about Jaylen Brown showing us his touch down low? Skilled at getting high percentage shots in the paint.
Now, here's Rozier. No dice from the high post. We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Warriors ahead. They finish off the first quarter with a huge surge, an 18-6 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, and not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward, an all-star. Stevens has moved into the conversation for best coach in our league.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you, they've simply been more assertive in the open floor. They're leaking out early, converting with confidence.
Jonas Jerebko out there with Looney. Then there's Livingston. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Cook in at the 1. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David.
Boy, what great body control you saw there, laying it up and in despite having the defense draped all over him.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Hayward outside. His three-pointer's off the mark. Hayward's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Over Hayward, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
The 3. It's rebounded by Livingston. The Warriors have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Jerebko. Jerebko's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now, here's Rozier. Defense right on him. Three-pointer, Hayward. They grab their own miss. And Looney sends it back. That's tipped. Iguodala with the steal. For the finish. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Iguodala, such a great defender, uses that wingspan to rip the basketball away from the opponent. Nice.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the middle, here's Baines, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Sean Livingston, one of the most unique players in the league, Greg.
6'7" point guard who excels hitting turnaround jumpers in the post. A bouncy finisher around the rim, a versatile defender, and really a cagey playmaker. No one else like him in our league.
Yarebko, that one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Rozier, the pass to Tice. And the rejection by Iguodala.
Boy, the suffocating defense of Andre Iguodala, so important to his team. Really good job timing the shot there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
In the past, it has been suggested, Doris, that up-tempo teams couldn't maintain that style and then go on to win the playoffs. Is that an outdated theory and thought process?
Well, I think it has always contingent on the team, Kevin. You think back to the Lakers Showtime era, when the reality is those were up-tempo Showtime-type teams, right? They could sustain it.
Right.
But I think the fact of the matter is the teams that sustain success are the ones that can play in virtually any style. Can they play up-tempo if you allow them? Certainly. But when the game slows, particularly in the playoffs and the postseason, can you execute in the half court? Because you've got to be able to play both ways, I think, to win in the modern NBA.
Kevin Durant's checked in for the Warriors. The Celtics also changing it up. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Hayward. Smart comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Irving subbed in for Terry Rozier. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand.
I love when Jason Tatum is aggressive to score the basketball. He does a tremendous job keeping his focus.
And when the Celtics traded out of the first overall pick in 2017, many, Greg, thought they were settling for Jason Tatum for team needs. But he might be the best overall player in that draft.
Listen, the Celtics said they would have been fine taking Tatum first overall, and I believe him. I mean, Tatum looks like he could be a superstar very early in his career and does everything at a high level and is already a terrific shooter from deep. Plus, he just has a poise and an air about his game that speaks of superstar.
You get the sense that Jason Tatum has a drive to be great. This is a young player who doesn't lack for confidence. I love watching him play.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Me. Democracy, you wanna copy me. Watch, life monopoly. Go copy some land and some property. AP, Rose, diamonds, rip up, diamonds like the Roy. In the kitchen, wrist twisted like it's stir fry. Whip it in the kitchen, wrist twisted like it's stir fry. Whip it in the kitchen, wrist twisted like it's stir fry. Whip it in the kitchen, wrist twisted like it's stir fry.
Now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Smart.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 28 points for the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Down low. And finished off by Horford.
Boy, nice feed. Leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
Durant attacking, and that one drops for him. Durant's got 30.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Boston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Horford finds Baines. They get a hand on it. Back to Horford. Three-pointer. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
So a moment now to see the story on Kyrie Irving. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. Second in free throw percentage, 17th in three-point field goal percentage, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And you never see him get nervous when he steps to the line. That's why he's second in the league in free throw percentage.
Well, if he gets near the cup, Jason Tatum will leave, no doubt. Woohoo!
Here's Durant. Up and in on the layup. Durant's got 32 points in the game.
Now, this guy's trying to close this game out in style. He's not going to stop attacking until he's sure this win is in the books.
Here's Tatum. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, this guy's so good at making great decisions. Jason Tatum on the catch and shoot. That's nice.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Ooh, with a player this hot, I don't see their lead going anywhere.
Here's Irving. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Tatum. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Tatum's got 15 points.
I think you could see early on that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off.
Durant with some nice D. On offense, here are the Warriors. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, Kevin Durant with a little crafty creativity, KD at the rim.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Great open look there. And that's 17 points for Jason Tatum.
Boy, his marksmanship has been unbelievable this quarter, and they're still down.
And Durant gets it to go.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Boston shooting 41% for the game. In the corner, Tatum with it. Tatum with another miss.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. You almost never get that wide open a look.
Shot's good by Durant.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Irving dishes to Horford. Here's Baines. 6 points for him. Outside, Smart. Shot clock at 5.
And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And that one falls for Smart.
Boy, I just love how Marcus Smart plays the game of basketball. He's aggressive, he's intelligent, and he doesn't mind getting under your skin.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Kevon Looney. Green comes in for Urebko. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Sean Livingston. And Curry subbed in for Cook. And he makes both free throws. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And Greg was Smart. When he's off the floor or injured, you notice just how it changes the team's defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense overall just seems to have less bite, less edge, less toughness without Smart. And the way he plays, you feel like he is looking to make a play on defense rather than just trying to slow his man down. Great at taking charges and forcing turnovers. He is truly the catalyst of their defense.
Boston again missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on them.
And Kevin Durant with the slam.
A natural-born scorer is Kevin Durant. He puts in the time, and it pays dividends on the floor.
Celtics shooting 48% on their attempts here in quarter number 2. Right side, Tatum. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 8th assist in the game. Thompson against Smart. Got that one up quick. 9 points for Klay Thompson.
Well, you have to appreciate watching Klay Thompson ply his trade. The shooting form is absolutely perfect.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
And to me, that's all about the body control, right, Greg? I mean, he does such a stellar job sizing up his man and drains it despite having the size on him.
Irving with it. Pass to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, this is why Mr. Morris is out there. The ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor.
Here's Curry. Here's Green. And the layup's good off the glass. Green's got 8 points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And Horford wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer off the mark. Shoots from the baseline. Green, no luck. The Celtics shooting about 42% so far. Smart on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Golden State's ball. And there's Green on the assist by Curry. Curry's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Green's gone 4 of 6 from the floor here tonight. Inside, Horford kicks to Morris. His three-pointers off the mark. Morris has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Here's Durant. Makes it off the glass. Durant's got 44.
Boy, they have leaned on this guy to carry their offense today, and he has come through with flying colors.
Tatum on the wing. No good on the triple. Durant attacking, and that one drops for him. Durant's got 46 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here is Irving. It's stolen by Green. Cousins inside, working on Horford. And that one's good. Cousins.
I think you pay the consequences if you leave Draymond Green's teammates open. He has a knack for getting the basketball where it needs to be.
Passes it to Morris. Now Horford. He kicks it to Tatum. No good again that time.
And they've just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Greg, I think this other team is just in the zone right now. They're clicking on the offensive end, and the defense starting to look frustrated.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting it up around 45% from the field in the second quarter. Irving passes to Horford. Morris right side. Outside, Smart. 6 to shoot. Outside Irving. The 3 from Tatum. Green with the rebound. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. And again, it's DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 14 points.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Morris with the bucket.
Well, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame and that game. Look out, gentlemen.
And good that time. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Now, here is Irving. Shoots over Curry. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
And not the same rhythm or approach that he had in the first quarter when he was taking it straight to the teeth of the D and really creating contact. Like to see him get back to that here in this quarter.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, so it's both teams making substitutions here. Both free throws good from Green. We've got 13 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Hayward. With one on the clock, what a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Well, that's outstanding execution, Greg. You always want to get the last shot of the quarter, which is precisely what they did there.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Draymond, of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. You know, I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He went on an historic scoring frenzy, tallying a ridiculous number of points, 2 steals, and 4 rebounds. He seems to have carried the momentum from his last game right into tonight. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, that one guy, Kevin Durant, he's okay. Took a lot of flack for leaving OKC, and we've all discussed that. But whether you disagree or agree with the decision, you got to agree with this. The way he's playing tonight, his performance is outrageous.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
As we return to the action here at Oracle, a terrific look from above at downtown Oakland and the historic Tribune Tower. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
You know, I think, Greg, they never settled for the first look. It was always about, let's get the best shot possible. Really good judgment on the offensive end.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. On the court for the Celtics, down low, it's Morris and Horford. Kyrie Irving is out there with Marcus Smart, and it's Tatum in at the 3. Now, here is Irving. The 3. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Chalk up 2 there. 14 points for Draymond Green.
All heart, all hustle. Draymond Green, incredible toughness, even with the defense contesting, finishes the play.
And Morris throws it down.
Oh, that's just an emphatic throw down there.
That one reverberated throughout the building.
And, of course, we know about DeMarcus Cousins last season and the torn Achilles. I'm just glad to see him back out on the floor and fully recovered. He's put in a lot of work in terms of rehab to make sure that he could get back to doing what he does best.
Guys, this guy is a natural-born scorer. Jason Tatum finding his groove.
Another bucket. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Irving double team. Outside Tatum. Cousins against Horford. Kicks to Irving for the three. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got his 4th assist in this one.
Great beginning to this second half. Now 3 for 4 from the field.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Klay Thompson, the 11th pick in the 2011 draft. If you were to do a redraft, you'd have to think he'd go in the top 3.
Well, certainly at least top 3. Kawhi Leonard and Kyrie Irving were both in that draft as well. Listen, what people knew was that Klay Thompson could shoot. Even Klay said he thought he'd be a 3-and-D player in the NBA and perhaps nothing more. You have to think about the athleticism and the work habits that have made him a more well-rounded player. But boy, Klay, big time player.
And that one misses.
It is so easy to like the easygoing Klay Thompson. This guy is so dependable at both ends, and he excels shooting the basketball.
And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Again, what an avalanche!
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Irving double team. And there's the pass to Morris. And again, Boston with the triple.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Cousins with the bucket.
This is what every opponent dreads when they're facing Cousins. A game where he is playing with full emotion.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Irving double team. And stolen by Cousins. Finished off the break. Cousins has got 4 points this quarter.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Outside Tatum. To the middle. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Tatum. And that's 12 points for Marcus Morris.
Well, he continues to be a dangerous scorer for them, but he can't do it all by himself. Someone else has got to help them climb out of this hole.
Irving can't hit.
They're not going to get away with many mistakes like that on the defensive end. You got to get out on him right there.
Count that one. Durant's got 54 points.
I tell you, very few players are as smooth and as easy as Kevin Durant is on the move. He just glides around the floor.
Here's Irving. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And here's Tatum for 3.
Boy, for a capable three-point shooter, that's one he expects to make.
Over Tatum, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Well, Kevin Durant's form, his release point, everything about his stroke is really impeccable.
That's tipped, and so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Durant.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
Now, here is Irving. 7 points in the game. Stolen by Durant. The finish. And again, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Celtics. To the paint. Lots of room. In deep. Tatum drops it in. Tatum's got 4 points in the quarter.
This guy is skilled at getting the shot he wants inside. Jason Tatum with the size and touch to be efficient.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
Well, they're certainly connecting on a lot of shots in this second half, generating high percentage looks and really cashing in.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 12. He got it again! Sensational! That's 62 points. 62!
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's Durant. Another one goes. Incredible!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Irving double team. To the middle. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 25 points.
Kyrie Irving.
It's Durant on the wing, guarded by Tatum. Shot's good by Durant.
I think your best option defensively is to try to keep the ball out of Durant's hands, because if he's that close, he will convert.
In the corner, Tatum with it. And the three off target. They've shared the load offensively.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Horford. The Warriors making the shot. Tatum's shot is off.
Well, the defense paying no attention at all to him, and all he can do is throw up a brick. Ouch.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
And there's the call on Durant. And that'll be his third foul so far. Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Cousins. Jerebko comes in for Green. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Cook subbed in for Curry. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Daniel Tice is checked in for Horford. Hayward comes in for Morris. Brown is checked in for Marcus Smart. And it's Rozier in for Irving.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
Quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You take a look at the Warriors. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And of course, there's the Nuggets sitting directly below them, just one spot down.
And seeing where the Warriors are, I think they've lived up to their billing this season, that's for sure. It doesn't look like they'll be slowing down anytime soon.
I'd go even one step further. From what I've seen of them to this point, I think their best basketball may still be in front of them.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but they'll live with the shot. They'll take that every time. Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
Offensive rebound. Here's Thompson, and the layup is good. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Hayward dishes to Brown. To the paint. Here's Rozier. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, that's the IQ of Gordon Hayward on display. He understands what the defense is trying to take away and finds the open man.
And not everyone can shoot this well at his size.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Guys with size don't necessarily translate into great shooters, but boy, does he show great confidence knocking that down.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Well, it's the size that Livingston presents at the point guard spot that's so unique. This guy is terrific, finding the open man.
Rozier kicks to Hayward. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Jerebko, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Jerebko's got 10.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
The 3 from Tatum. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Unloads from 13. Jerebko can't get it to go. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. To the paint. Here's Hayward. Nails the baby hook. He's got 8.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. There's a break in the action, so let's now take a look at the teams with the highest field goal shooting percentage. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. The Warriors, number 1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Cook, well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Cook's got his second bucket of the night.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
The call will go against Jerebko. That is his first foul of the game. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Golden State. And the Celtics also making a change. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Tatum. Here's Hayward. The kick out to Rozier. Nice ball movement by Boston. Off target from three-point range. Rozier's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Andre Iguodala had some versatility coming into the league, but Doris, he's now developed into the ultimate chameleon.
Well, Steve Kerr calls Andre Iguodala maybe the smartest player he's ever coached. And think about since he's entered the league, he's become stronger and a more consistent shooter. He understands exactly what the team needs moment to moment. This guy's completely unselfish, makes the right plays. I mean, this guy is a perfect player for any system.
And here is Jerebko, following Jaylen Brown's 3.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
Boston shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. Rozier, the pass to Hayward. Shot from free throw range. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Hayward's got 10.
Well, there's an accuracy and an assertiveness to Gordon Hayward. So good at getting to the mid-range game.
The shot's good from Jerebko.
That's a big payoff for crashing the offensive boards. Go to work.
Rozier kicks to Baines. For 3, Hayward nailed from three-point land. Hayward's got 9 points in the quarter.
Boy, after an up-and-down first half, he's finally gotten a flow. These are the right shots for him.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
And here are the Warriors now after Jaylen Brown's miss. And the shot is good.
I'll tell you, the crowd is stunned he got that one to fall.
1:27 left here in the third quarter.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Tice has gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far. Cook. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, obviously it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
Here's Cook. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Cook's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Boston shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Hayward outside. Pass to Tice. And here is Rozier. Off target with his 3.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Well, typically speaking, transition points are high percentage looks. Get out and go, that's their philosophy.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Livingston, no luck. The Celtics shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. Hayward's got space. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
And here is Rozier. Misses. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And we'll be right back after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Evans out there with Cook. Then there's Bell. Then there's Iguodala. And it's McKinney in at the 4.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
And so it's Boston with it. Last season, Doris, the NBA hosting 4 regular season games in Mexico, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the NBA playing in Mexico City.
Well, Kevin, you know this. Mexico City is the 5th largest city in the world. You are a geographic expert. This is a gateway to all of Latin America, and the NBA, as always, eager to expand their presence in new markets.
I agree. And the fact, Doris, they're so progressive has just, given them so much new things, revenue, growth avenues to follow, but it just opens up a whole new area where they can grow.
Never rest on your laurels, Kevin. Always work hard, just like the great Kevin Harlan does.
Irving's checked in for Boston. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here is Cook. He's covered by Irving. Cook, good.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
The handles, the burst, almost impossible to stay in front of Kyrie on the drive.
Here's Iguodala. Here's McKinney. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
He just punishes you on the backboard. I mean, it's pretty deflating for a team trailing big and still giving up second chance opportunities.
I think he senses a team on the ropes, and he's looking to put them away. That killer instinct is shining through once again.
So it's the Warriors now, following the bucket by the Celtics.
Well, it's contagious, right? Jordan Bell finding his teammates, and he's willing to give it up.
Nobody near Irving. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And that's a double-double for him now. 12 points and 15 assists. And it's Iguodala missing. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Ojale kicks to Brown. And now look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And for that matchup with the Clippers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
That free throw good from Brown. The G League, Doris, growing roster of teams, introduced 2-way contracts last season. Is it safe to call it an official minor league at this point, do you think?
Well, I'm just going to say that I thought this was one of the best changes to the NBA last season. And you look at certain players who went back and forth between the G League, and when they were up with the respective NBA team, they were a significant part of the rotation. Quinn Cook comes to mind. The NBA champion had a 2-way player in Quinn Cook who was a vital part of their G League and then becomes a vital part of their real-time success. To me, what a tremendous platform for player development, Kevin.
Yeah, the league has gotten it right with this. Timeout called the Warriors.
And guys, you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
Where you from? Where you from? Going down. Going nuts. Going down. Sauce it down. Sauce it down. Too much. Ain't enough. Ain't enough. Where you from? Where you from? Going down. Going nuts. Going down. Every day I'm ballin', so you know it's scoring. Moving so important. My back is enormous. This is the last warning. Met that girl that night. Ooh, do the morning. No girl sorry. Ain't no girl call me. No, you not me. Caught up all over Marvin. Cash out, make it rain, no game of time. Harley, only boy in the party. I was on the phone. Yeah, I will play with Cardi. Come on, that's my song. Hearts all on my card. I was in the lamb card. He was in the water. I'ma keep on flexing. You don't like me, then I'm sorry.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. The Warriors have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Cook, good.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Now Irving. Swiped it away. And now the fast break. Bell with the ball from 15 feet away. And the shot goes down.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
Irving passes to Tice. Now, here is Irving. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 6. No good on the 3. And it's Cook with the ball for Golden State. Here's Bell, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
I'll tell you, nothing like having excellent interior position and the athleticism to finish. Jordan Bell, step to the mic, sir.
Irving finds Baines. Back to Irving. Passes it to Ojale. The Celtics working the ball around now.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Iguodala, no good.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
The shot by Ojale, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Andre Iguodala. Boston also with the sub. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown.
One shot.
Alfonso McKinney. With 1.
And the free throw, no good. And you look at Andre Iguodala, the first ever player to win a Finals MVP without starting a single game in the regular season.
That tells you something about his unselfishness and, at the same time, his under-the-radar impact on winning. His willingness to accept that 6-man role right from the beginning, I really feel helped set the tone in that Warriors locker room.
Now here's Irving. Smart, wide open, he fires. Buries the long-range jumper.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
Here's Ojale. Down low, Tice, and he jams it with authority.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. They get it back. Bell's shot is good.
And how about the ferocity of Bell? It's admirable. He crashes the boards with such an animalistic nature.
Here's Baines. Pass to Tice. Back to Baines. Here's Ogilvy. Inside, Tice. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Oh, Kevin, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
The shot's good.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
Irving kicks to Ogilvy. At the elbow, it's Smart. And the layup's good off the glass. Smart's got 5 points now this quarter.
I'll tell you have to appreciate the confidence of Marcus Smart. At point-blank range, he is an efficient scorer.
Here's Evans. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tice has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the inside. Smart misses. Warriors shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. That doesn't go either for Evans.
I'll tell you, they've had to look elsewhere for their scoring, and they've gotten it. This guy has had very little impact on the game offensively. Boy, that's exactly how you have to play defense when he's driving the lane. You cannot give him any space.
And it's Cook missing.
Boy, great job protecting the rim and turning an easy layup into a missed opportunity.
Irving for three. That one's not going to go. The Warriors go the other way with it. Here's Cousins. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
Can't forget about the mid-range, Jay. Cousins rising up with confidence from there.
Now here's Smart. Bell with the block. Here's Cousins, and that's off the glass and in. Cousins has got 22.
And one of the top scorers in our game, Cousins has an incredible combination of strength and skill.
Here's Ogilvy. Here's Baines, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
That's an example of great communication. He knows the spot to get to, and the pass is waiting for him.
Smart deciding where to go with it. There's the pass to Ogilvy. Here's Tice. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Ogilvy. Powered down with both hands.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Great teamwork. That's something you develop by practicing it over and over again.
Boston shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Back to Irving. Again, the Celtics good for two.
Yeah, there isn't a bad shot for Kyrie Irving right now. His offensive attack is so versatile.
Bell, from out on the wing, he knocks it down. And it's Irving with the ball for the Boston Celtics. He kicks to Smart. Passes it to Ogilvy. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Ogilvy's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Well, you love how the ball is popping outside on the perimeter. It's being moved and finding the open man, and they're cashing in.
Irving, a good look. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. No good from Bell. Celtics shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
From deep, Evans hits it from three-point range.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
In the corner, Smart with it. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Brown is checked in for Marcus Smart. And it's the Celtics ball. To the middle. Here's Irving. uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 12 points here in the second half.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
From deep, it's rebounded by Golden State. Livingston's got 4 rebounds now tonight. From deep, Iguodala. The rebound by the Celtics. Irving looking over the floor, inside. The shot by Ojale, no good.
Boy, it's tough to see how he misses that one. I don't think the defense was all that tight on him.
The shot's good from Irving.
But what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful. I'll tell you, they're willing to give him that shot, and he takes advantage of it.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the final quarter. Down low, here's Baines. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kevin Durant.
Boy, what a security blanket this guy has been on the offensive end. He made sure they didn't suffer any cold spells. And anytime the offense started to get stagnant, they could get him the basketball, and he'd get them in the right position.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. Shots good by Baines.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident. And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Well, you can't have any room for error late in a game like this, so they put the finishing touches in style. I love how they closed.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength, just like that.
You know, it's an invaluable asset to have. He's as tenacious down there as anyone.
Here's Irving, following the score by Golden State. Pass to Ojale, shoots the 3. No good. So Golden State will take it the other way. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They lead. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
You know, I think it's an opportunity just for the coach to see some execution. Finish this thing out the right way.
She really do it to me. God do it for me. Yeah, it really fit. It's a shoe-in for me. I started hooping for the Nike check. I play tennis for the Rolex. I be in Miami, never seen a beach. In the fountain blue when you saw me. She was got the. I just came to get these fits off. I'm everywhere. I just didn't get no pics off. You was dead. You saw me get my. Oh, you heard about it. Bloody gossip. I had to get it poppin'. I ain't had no running game, I ain't had no option. Now I really got it. I really got it.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Oh, there's no doubt. This crowd is into it, and it's because of how well their guys have played tonight. Really well done on that assist. He sees the target inside and puts it right into the hands.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're up. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
You know, I think it's an opportunity just for the coach to see some execution. Finish this thing out the right way.
McKinney.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Iguodala. Here's Bell. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, DeMarcus. Congrats on the win. We know how tense you are on the floor, but it looked like tonight maybe you're having a little fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. So I'm going to try to keep a smile on my face.
Well, it's a good look for you, man. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.